This is where it's starting, in Knightwood Primary School, where today they have fish cakes with mackerel caught off the coast of West Sussex.
I like the fact that they're local, and I like the fact that they've got vegetables in, and they are healthy.
The children get a healthy dose of omega-3, it's opened up a new market for local fishermen, and because it's local, the food miles are down. But what is the South Coast fish cake actually like?
I don't really normally eat fish cakes, but these fish cakes are one of the best. Well, it's actually really, really nice. I don't usually like fish cake, but this is actually really nice.
Thank you very much indeed. Well, the plan now is to introduce this in schools across the south so that all of our children can get a taste of this healthy and local diet. Chris Conivier for BBC South Today in Chandler's Ford.
Time for a look at the weather now. Been another lovely day and it's not over yet. Georgie Palmer's got our forecast.
Good evening. A chilly night ahead tonight with lows down to -3 Celsius. Beneath those clear skies are widespread frost and also some dense patches of fog. Worth bearing that in mind for the early morning commute. So a cold, foggy start. The fog will dissipate through the morning and then plenty of sunshine. Do make the most of it because all the while cloud will feed in from the east during the afternoon. Also feeling cooler tomorrow with highs of 12 Celsius. Cold and cloudy for both Thursday and Friday, but with pressure building again towards the end of the week, a dry and bright outlook for Saturday. See you tomorrow. Good night.
Well, that's all from us this evening. Our next updates are in BBC Breakfast. Newsnight starting over on BBC2 in just a moment. They're asking if Britain can tackle rising inflation or if it's an international problem we can't solve alone. But from all of us here on the 10 o'clock team, have a very good night.
Hello, good evening. There were record-breaking temperatures today across both the north of England and North Wales. 18 degrees, would you believe, in some areas. But the focus of the Met Office's concerns are now turning towards the formation of some dense fog, hence this weather watch. We're keeping a close eye on this situation. The fog could be every bit as bad as it has been in recent nights, and it could just be a little bit more extensive. Big picture, pretty familiar by now. We still have a weak weather front across the far north of the British Isles, but further south the skies are clear, hence the formation of both the fog and the frost as well. And the fog will be particularly bad again through parts of Northern Ireland, down through the Vale of York, the Vale of Trent, down into the Midlands, parts of East Anglia and the southeast, on what is going to be quite a chilly old night for most parts of the British Isles. So how do we start off the new day? Well, let's take a look at Scotland first of all. That veil of cloud, you've seen it on the satellite picture, helping to keep the temperatures up there across the northern and western Isles. But once we move further south, a cold start, a bright one outside the fog-affected areas of the central belt. And then as we come further south, well, it's through the Vale of York, where the fog was particularly bad today. I think we'll see a repeat again through the Vale of Trent, parts of East Anglia, the home counties and through the Midlands. Along the south coast itself, really not too bad here. Yes, a chilly start to the day for sure, but no fog and frost problems for much of the southwest, indeed the Isles of Scilly. Central and western Wales, fair and dandy too. But further to the east there could be the odd pocket of fog and a similar sort of prospect here in the heart of Northern Ireland. Now, it may well be the case, as I take you on through the morning, that it could take, as was the case today, much of the morning to get rid of the most stubborn pockets of fog. Some of these visibilities could well be down at around about 50 metres or so. Eventually, though, into the early part of the afternoon, I think we'll see sunshine in many central and western areas. Notice the change, though. This is not fog. This is low cloud coming in off the North Sea, and what a difference it will make to the feel of the day. 7 degrees only, for example, in Norwich. And as we go from Wednesday into Thursday, that fog that low cloud, should I say, just keeps on coming, and the temperatures will fall away as a consequence. So make the most of the sunshine if it's with you on Wednesday, because by Thursday it will be confined to the western side of Scotland and to Northern Ireland and 1 or 2 fringes in Wales. And look at the difference. Goodbye 16 and 17 and 18. It's hello 5, 6, 7 and 8. And not a great deal of difference on Friday. In fact, if anything, that cloud sheet will become a good deal more extensive. Sunshine by this stage really in short supplies, as will be double-figure temperatures. That's the way it's looking. More detail from Rob Brooke-Helway on 24, but for me, I wish you good night.
Next on BBC1, have a laugh with Lenny Henry and special guest Ruby Wax.
I want to know why my brother was killed.
Start from the very beginning. The dots are all there. You have to join them up, make a picture.
Stop. Creating the best, most complicated conspiracy theory in the world is not going to keep Michael alive.
Last Enemy, Sunday at 9 on BBC1.
I will not have the aristocracy of this country blown to smithereens on my watch. Come and have a go at me. You wearing makeup? No.
Thought we were in a rush.
Ashes to ashes. Scratching this baby.
Thursday at 9 on BBC1. And if you missed the first episode, it's available now on BBC iPlayer.
You won't make yourself happy again until you've decided what it is you want.
I want to see in his eyes that he's happy without me, that he can let go and move on. Hello.
Each day is Valentine's.
Eastenders, this week on BBC1.
These tourists have come to see a battleground.
He doesn't need tanks and armies.
It will be scary and frightening.
The Christians will go and leave all of you people to suffer.
God's final battleground.
It's an exciting time.
Wonderland continues with the End of the World bus tour, tomorrow at 9:50 on BBC 2.
Morgan Freeman and the Hollywood Writers' Strike, covered in Film 2008 with Jonathan Ross in half an hour on BBC One, after Lenny Henry opens up the world of the net.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to LennyHenry.tv, the show that brings you the funniest and weirdest stuff that's on the internet. We're going to milk the goat of internet comedy